y'all? So, I said, fuck that to the reserve, the Nitro Reserve. I just thought I'd do a full-on blunt, honest review of my favorite beer. So here we go. Here's the pour. Even if it has a head or no head, I don't care. It's still a fucking beer. Nope, didn't get much of a head. That's okay. So, Budweiser, featuring the brand new label, the vintage old school label. It's pretty fucking awesome. So, I've been drinking this stuff for, here, I'll hold it, about pretty much, I guess, since I turned 21. I like this beer more, because I don't care for light. I don't understand what the purpose of light beer is. I don't get today's generation's obsession with it. I like a decent amount of alcohol in my beer, so this, does a trick at only 5%. Right off the bat, I get a lot of corn. The corn is the first aroma that hits. You can't really pick up the rice as far as smell goes. That's, mostly during the tasting part. And this is probably going to be somewhat skewed, being as foam head did not form properly. But, yeah, I like this beer because it's a good, strong, full-flavored beer. I don't care for light. Oh, and just the fact that, it seems to be the most hated beverage on the beer market. I like to think for myself, and, I like to go my own way. I don't want to be a sucker and jump on the craft beer bandwagon. So here we go with a taste test. Alright, first analysis, strong flavor of the rice, the hops that they use, that too, that comes second after the rice, and then you got your corn flavor at the third, and then finally aftertaste is the alcohol slash ethanol brewed into it. I noticed that the aftertaste doesn't stick around a whole lot, mostly because I did not pour it correctly and allow a foam head to form. But, let's see. One analysis I will give about Budweiser beer in general is that I believe at the turn of the 2010s last decade, I believe that right at the beginning of last decade, I think that's when the brewers, they had to have done something different. They had to have genetically modified it, or they probably put something, in this really artificial. I'd like to think that back in the old days, from the 2000s to the 90s through, I don't know, I guess the 70s, the 60s, I'm guessing around that time, there had to have been like a nice, pure, natural ingredient in a natural brewing process that they used, in which had to make this somewhat drinkable, at one point. For the rest of the the population throughout the decades. Because like I said, for one, I'm not picky. I really enjoy this. I always buy it. Whenever I want to have a beer. So on a rating scale, I give it a simple, solid 7 out of 10. Would I buy Budweiser again? Of course, absolutely. Would I have it with a meal? Yes, of course, absolutely. Would I choose Budweiser for my drink of choice at a party or a get together? Absolutely. Um, I like to think, strong, full flavored beers in general, it's an acquired taste. Um, and all around, I'm just a really, I'm kind of old school. I was born in the early 90s, so, uh, like I said, I have a different way of thinking. I'm not like, I obviously don't see what is supposedly so disgusting and, whatever else people like to say. That's everybody else's personal preference. And, here's mine. I, I like drinking this stuff, and, I don't know if you can hear the, oh yeah, you can hear just a little tiny bit. There's some little crackles in there from the bubbles. But yeah, like I said, I believe that ever since the last decade up till now, there's got to be some partial um, genetic ingredients that they use, because sometimes, yeah, every once in a while, I'll admit, it's not really the best. And let's see, where are we at? 7 minutes. All around, I can't really say there's a factor, that goes with this beer. I mean, it's like, people will like what they want, like what they like, want what they want, and the hops, the flavor of the hops. That rice is getting stronger too. Let's see. Yep, nothing has changed. Still the same good old 5% ABV. Yeah, and as I said, the reason I did not go for the Nitro Reserve Gold, they did not have it in a 6-pack. I was not looking to spend $22 for a 12-pack. Where I live, they come in 12 and 30 packs. And a 12-pack, nah, I was not looking to spend 22 fucking dollars. But judging what I've seen from other people on YouTube and all that, the Nitro Reserve, it just looks like it looks like Guinness. It looks like it would taste and drink like a Guinness beer, and if that's all it is, fuck that. I'd rather take a good old regular normal Budweiser any day. But 8 minutes. Oh, and here's my mug. See, it's a natural light. I found this little bastard at my local Walmart. Found it in a very weird place. It's in the section where you would get like your birthday party, stuff like that. Tablecloths and stickers and all that kind of weird stuff. But yeah, that is my personal review and basic overall opinion and view on Budweiser. It's you know, it's not for everybody. If you're looking for a beer with a decent amount of alcohol, this has got 5%, a full 5%. And yeah, for some of you out there that are gonna be turning, 21 or nearing that age, yeah, you don't have to you don't have to listen to what everybody says. If you want to drink Bud, go fucking drink Bud. No one's gonna stop you. Uh, if people give you shit for it, fuck them. Let them. Let them have their little shitty, expensive, uh, rich person craft beer. Because old Bud always outdoes and outsells the craft brewers any day. Hold up here. But, yeah. So, anyway, not anytime soon, I take it. I will be, I also got a bottle of, unopened bottle of, Jack Daniels. Jack is my favorite whiskey. So whenever I get around to that, I will do a review of that also. But other than that, yeah, nothing much more to say about old Bud. I have tried the, what do they call it? The Budweiser and the Jim Beam. That one was good too. That was really good. Wish they would have actually partnered with Jack, but they want Jim Beam. That's cool too. Not really a fan of that one. But yeah, that's my complete, full, honest review of Budweiser beer, and got nothing else to say, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy what's left of this, and yeah, see you fuckers in another video.